So I've made a short journey today from Norwood Golf Club up to Norwood Park Golf Centre, which has got this amazing Trackman facility, which does fittings for golf clubs, putters, wedges, you name it, they have got it. So, but today it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be doing the reviewing. I've got a friend of mine who's a TCE client as well, under the name of Roger Mackness, who's a mid-handicap golfer, and I'm going to get him to come and test his old technology, his driver, against the latest sim products from Taylor Made.
Thanks for letting me know.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See, is it the big one though?
Yeah, I think it is.
Extreme, yeah.
I like it.
That's what happens to the clients. So.
Don't try and do anything different, just swing it like you'd swing it on the first tee. There you go, that's a better one.
Use it.
Nice little baby fade on it.
Yeah.
And that's quite good for you, because I would sooner see you in that little shape than the low left, because obviously Tom will probably agree that a left shot is always going to create top spin, and then probably run into bushes or out of bounds a lot more than what a fade with sort of backswing would.
Yes, definitely. And if you're going left, you're delivering the club face close with less soft as well, so you're not going to get maximum carry if the club face is going to shut down. Striking it.
Okay.
So that was slightly towards the toe side,
Yeah.
a little bit low on the face as well. So you need to take that into account. Obviously, a kind of a driver with heel weighted, you know, when you've got more weight in the heel, you're going to generally create a little bit more of a draw shape. But if you get it out the toe, that may give you a bit of a false read. Equally, if you get it out the heel.
So over the course of those sort of 6-7 drivers you've hit, does it give you a sort of an average of where he has been striking?
Like a heat map.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It does on the app, but not on the TPS
Okay,
system, which is
okay.
a little bit.
But it tells you per
You
drive.
can go through the shots. And
Yeah.
You can see here definitely a tendency for Rog to strike low on the
Low
face.
on the face.
He's only had one where it's kind of towards the middle. The rest are all pretty low on the face.
Yeah.
Don't know whether Roger's maybe aware of that. You aware that's probably your miss low on the face.
Okay.
It's always like.
Well, let's start off with, so we've got two of the latest sim technology. We've got the Sim2 driver and the Sim2 Max driver, both 9 degrees. We've got them both at standard loft at the minute. We've got the Mitsubishi 60 gram S-Flex in the Sim2. So let's have a smack with that one first. Now, obviously these haven't been set up for you yet, right? So just want you to swing it like you just swung your Cobra, and and see what they come out, and then we'll.
Yeah, we can see that definitely low on the face.
It's always low.
Yeah.
Always low.
Hit a couple more before we have a fiddle. That was more like it.
You can see here you've got optimum window.
Yeah.
So that window is through the blue there. That
Yeah.
will get you maximum carry and therefore then maximum rollout. So you can see Roger's slightly underneath that window.
Okay.
So potentially maybe need a little bit more loft on the club or a shaft that's going
And
to
as you can see there, even though your club speed's a little bit higher at 88, but the carries, that was what I was saying, it looked like it was dipping out the air.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
it is running to 235. So you're the expert on the old Trackman, Tom. Would you think that a little bit more loft would help Rog carry it a bit further but still get the optimum run out?
Definitely. So what we want to see is try and get that carry up. So a little bit more loft would be ideal, but what we don't want to do is increase the height and therefore the spin as well, because if you get excessive spin and the height, that's where you're going to lose the rollout. So if we can get you carrying it a little bit further but achieving the same kind of rollout, so we'll keep the spin fairly low, then we'll get to go 2 notches up.
So you're changing that 2 notches up, which makes it to what?
So if we were to go 3 notches, it's +2, so be 2/3 of that.
Okay. So that's taking it up to just over 10 degree?
Yeah, about 10.5, yeah.
10.5,
yeah.
okay.
Keep the same shaft in it for now.
Yep. Normal swing, we'll try and kill it. Hello.
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 Where did that come from?
Where does he play, Tom?
Launch was a little bit
it's
higher,
getting closer, isn't it?
but it's still come out of the sky a little bit, and that's because the spin rate is still a little bit low. So in terms of, if we look back now at optimizer, you'll see launch angle is pretty good, but the overall height's still a little bit low because
Spin.
it's struggling to
It's strange because that felt so much better than the other.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah, well, that's first shot with it, so let's
Yeah.
hit a couple more, give it a chance. Certainly straight, that.
Yeah, it is.
You know, he's coming out straight on those. I mean, that first one was a rip, second one a little bit of fade on it, but it seems to go straighter.
yeah, definitely better on spin.
But
Something I think is quite interesting to note so far with that driver, something in the Taylor Made story is all about club head speed, about maximising club head speed, being as aerodynamic as possible. Your club head speed with your own driver on average was 86 miles an hour, but now we're looking more towards 88. So that couple of extra mile an hour.
and they do say per mile an hour is 3 yards.
Yeah, roughly.
So
yeah,
that's 6 yards through the air. So if we can get the shaft right and you keep hitting it like that, then by the end of the session we might be able to find something here.
Off the heel, that. I think.
Yeah, it started left, a bit off the heel, but cuts back to where you want it to finish.
You're right, don't you?
Yeah.
We might change that again because obviously now we've got a different shaft in there, it's
Yeah.
going to perform slightly different.
Okay. We'll give that a whirl for
The
now.
whole fitting process is to some degree a bit of trial and error.
Trial and
It's
error,
trying different combinations out and finding what works.
Okay, mate. So this is just a bit of a softer shaft, so should help you not having to try and hit it so hard.
A bit necky again, Rod?
Yeah, a little bit to the right, that one.
Yeah.
Definitely higher.
Where'd it go?
A little bit right at target, but
Didn't
it's
see that one.
it's come out higher, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
A little bit toey.
Yeah, a little bit to it.
Okay, so that's your longest carry yet.
Oh my god, yeah.
Longest carry yet. So you were able to get that little bit more hang time, so the ball stayed in the air a little bit longer.
So that spin has just dropped into the blue lock.
Yeah.
So we're getting there.
Gone from kind of low 2000s now to mid 2000s, so that extra few revs of spin just picks your carry up a touch.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
that's the one.
See, that's the flight I'd like to see you,
Yeah.
Raj, because
Yeah.
you know every time we've played or we've been out, it seems to be low and a little bit, you know,
It is.
either necky or
Yeah,
hooky.
it is.
You know,
Wow.
I've never seen it on
210.
carries. So straight away, you've just found 12 yards there through the air by changing it just the head.
Yep, just ahead. Just going to a
And
slightly
that's,
more.
you know, and that's carry 210, but running to 232, which the other one was 234ish.
Yeah.
So you know, you're only losing a couple of yards in distance, but you know.
Please. No, that's completely.
But going back to when you was fitted for that driver, it probably was the best on the market at the time. Now,
Yeah.
you know, you walk down the range in a European Tour event, and 9 times out of 10 you see a Taylor Made driver in the back. There's got to be a reason for that.
Oh, I can see.
I know, you know, there's other manufacturers that are good, but for me, that one seems to be the most played for sure.
Yeah.
You know, week in, week out. And when I've worked for Taylor Made players in the past, they do surveys, which is the #1 driver for that week, and Taylor Made come up trumps quite a lot.
I must admit, I thought it was more for the better golfer. If you know,
Absolutely.
better than a lot better than me.
And this is the reason why I wanted to start doing something
Yeah, yeah.
like this, is to get lads like you, a mid-handicap golfer that, you know, don't just goes and picks clubs off the shelf and expects it to work.
Yeah.
And when you've got facilities like this around you, and someone like Tom's knowledge on the Trackman system,
Yeah.
it's literally, we've just changed the head, changed the shaft, up the loft a little bit, and all of a sudden you've gained
Yeah.
12, 15 yards through the air.
Yeah.
185 carry with your own versus 205 carry on average now with that.
That's 20 yards.
216 total with your own versus 229, so call that 230. That's another 40
It's good as it's going to get for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
And for me, you know, watching that and like you said at the start, Tom, you know, it's easy just to look at that and see the difference. And your shots there, where when we started with your old technology, and it was sort of the weak ones out to the right, and then when you did go at it, the low smother left, which like when we were going round, you was hitting quite a lot of. That one there is getting up in the air, and even the missed one that you had that went lower a little bit out the heel was finding the fairway.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, that's going to save you shots on the way around, and you've got an extra club in your bag now, because that one before, all right, some days you're going to get away with it and you're going to swing it okay, you're going to hit fairways, but as a consistency, for me that is, well, the numbers on the Trackman tell you it's night and day.
No, it's good. It's good.
10.5 degree suits someone like you as a 12 handicap golfer. What was that? Was a 9 degree, was it, on your Cobra?
10.5.
No, that's 10.5 as well.
Yeah, but it's,
So again, you know, having that back in the day when you was fitted, it was set up something similar. You know, 10.5 regular shaft, pretty similar to what you've got now, but it proves that the latest technology, the Taylor Made Sim driver, is, you know, advanced, a lot more advanced than what you had back 5-6 years ago.
I'm surprised the difference. Really, big difference. Yeah, it's good.
Good. So if you like this video and you want to be a part of this, we are going to do some more reviews down the line. Thanks to Raj and Tom for putting up with us today at the brilliant Norwood Park Golf Centre. Trackman facility, if you ever want to come and check your numbers, have a custom fitting, even have a golf lesson with Tom Warnock here, if you can get in with him, because the guy is very, very busy. He's coming on his day off today to come and talk to us, but he is probably 2 or 3 months down the line in bookings, aren't you, at the minute? But that proves the facility that you've got and how good you are as a teacher, and all this, what we can see here. You know, it's a no-brainer for me. So come and speak to Tom, and if you're interested in any of these products, contact me. I'll put all the email address and everything at the bottom of the page, and you can come and talk to us about it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.